Hello, explorers of opulence, and welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the world's most luxurious destinations. If you have a taste for the finer things in life, or even if you just enjoy living the high life vicariously, you've come to the right place. We're about to embark on a journey to a land where the streets might as well be paved with gold, where the cars are more like works of art, and where the word rich takes on a whole new meaning. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this glamorous journey. Now, buckle up because we're about to dive headfirst into the glittering jewel that is Monaco. Let's get started, shall we? Ever wondered how it feels to be in a country where your car might be cheaper than a local's wristwatch? Welcome to Monaco, a place where the streets are paved with, well, not gold, but you get the idea. Picture this, you're walking down the street, sipping on a coffee that probably costs more than your monthly Netflix subscription, and you pass by a parking lot. But oh, this isn't just any parking lot. This is a Monaco parking lot, where the cars look like they've rolled straight out of a James Bond movie, and the bicycles, well, they're probably worth more than your car. Oh, and speaking of cars, forget about road trips. In Monaco, you can start at one end of the country, and before you can finish belting out the chorus of Bohemian Rhapsody, you're already at the other end. That's right. Monaco is so small you can walk across it quicker than finding a parking space. And believe me, in a place where square footage is more valuable than a diamond, every parking space is a luxury. You might be saying, but I'm not a millionaire. How can I possibly fit in? Well, here's the thing. In Monaco, everyone's so rich they won't even notice. So, go ahead, wear that 10-year-old t-shirt and those worn-out jeans, because in Monaco, even the dogs are probably wearing designer outfits. So let's talk about the weather. It's always sunny in Monaco, and by sunny, I mean the kind of sun that shines off the chrome of a Bentley, not the kind that melts your ice cream. And don't worry about the rain, because even the clouds in Monaco are probably too posh to rain. Now I know what you're thinking. This is all too much. I can't handle this level of extravagance. But don't worry, because in Monaco, even the extravagance is extravagant. So if you're ready to feel poor in one of the richest places on earth, let's dive deeper into the glittering jewel that is Monaco. Welcome to Monte Carlo, where the buildings are so fancy, they probably have more bathrooms than your entire apartment block. If you thought your city was extravagant, well, Monte Carlo just might give you a run for your money. Literally. Now let's take a stroll down the streets of this magnificent city. Over there you'll find the Casino de Monte Carlo. Fun fact, it's not just a casino, it's also a ballet and opera house, because why not, right? They say the opera house has more chandeliers than it has seats. I mean, who needs to see the stage when you can gaze at a forest of glittering crystals instead? And speaking of the casino, let's not forget, it's not just a place to lose your shirt. It's a place to lose your shirt, pants, and probably your dignity too in a hand of poker. Because nothing says high roller, like betting your socks on a game of blackjack. Now, if you listen closely, you might just hear the roar of engines and the screech of tires. That's the sound of the famous Monaco Grand Prix. Some say the cars go so fast because they're trying to escape the high cost of living. I mean, can you blame them? Even the parking meters probably require a small loan to use around here. And as we walk past the harbor, you might notice the yachts. They're not just boats, they're floating mansions, complete with helipads, swimming pools, and probably a butler named Jeeves. Because, you know, rowing is so last century. So there you have it. Monte Carlo, a city so extravagant, it makes the rest of the world seem like a thrift store. It's a place where the streets are probably paved with gold, the dogs probably wear diamond collars, and the people probably use champagne to water their plants. And that's Monte Carlo for you. A place so posh, even the pigeons probably poop diamonds. Ever wondered what billionaires do for fun? In Monaco, they throw some of the most extravagant parties in the world. And not just your run-of-the-mill caviar and champagne kind of shindigs. We're talking about events of such grandeur, they'd make the Great Gatsby's parties look like a quiet night in with Netflix. One of these opulent traditions is the annual Rose Ball. It's not just some flower-themed bash, though. Nope. In Monaco, they take their roses seriously. We're guessing the roses are probably hand-picked by trained squirrels from the magical forests of Narnia. And the guests? Oh, they probably arrive on unicorn-drawn carriages. You know, the usual. Then there's the National Day celebrations. Now, in most places, National Day might mean a parade, some fireworks, and a barbecue, but this is Monaco we're talking about. Their National Day probably involves gold-encrusted fireworks, shot from diamond-studded cannons, choreographed to a symphony, played by 100 violin-playing octopuses. And the barbecue. Let's just say it's less hot dogs and burgers and more Kobe beef and lobster tails. And let's not forget about Monaco's love for sports. They have their own national soccer team, and we wouldn't be surprised if the team had its own private jet. Actually, scratch that. They probably have a fleet of private jets. One for each player, one for the coach, and one just for the balls. Because why not? Monaco is a place where even the most mundane activities are done in style. Watching fireworks? Only if they're gold-encrusted. Playing soccer? Only if there's a private jet involved. Throwing a party? Only if there's a unicorn-drawn carriage and 100 violin-playing octopuses. So there you have it. A place where even the traditions are worth more than your car. Monaco, where the parties are as grand as the bank accounts. So what have we learned about Monaco? Well, for starters, it's a place where even your wallet needs a credit check. It's a land where the streets might as well be paved with gold, and the parking lots are a parade of cars that cost more than a small island. Here, the billionaires don't just party. They redefine the word extravaganza every single night. Remember the Casino de Monte Carlo? That's where you can drop a few grand on a single hand of blackjack and still be considered frugal. And let's not forget the annual Grand Prix, where the wealthy come to play with their shiny, expensive toys. But it's not all about the glitz and glam. Monaco also boasts some stunning landscapes, from the azure blue Mediterranean Sea to the lush, exotic garden. Just remember to keep your jaws off the floor. And that, my friends, is Monaco in a nutshell. A place so rich, even the seagulls probably fly first class. Until next time, keep your wallets close and your credit cards closer. Now, before we wrap up our tour of Monaco, I'd like to make a quick pit stop. If you've been enjoying this jaw-dropping journey and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to keep exploring and sharing these extraordinary places with you. And hey, who knows? Maybe one day we'll be sipping champagne on a yacht in Monaco, laughing at our old selves who thought a Ferrari was a big deal. So hit that button and let's keep the journey going. Remember, in the world of the rich and the famous, the party never stops and you're always invited. Thank you for your support, and stay tuned for more adventures in the playgrounds of the ultra-rich. Until then, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep living the high life. Vicariously, of course.